us from West Virginia right now. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man?
Good morning, studio.
Morning.
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good, man. What can I do for you?
I need to do a shout out to my stepdad.
Okay, go ahead.
His name is Michael Havermill, and he served in the United States Special Forces as a sniper. And I just want to give a big old shout out to him. Thank you for all he did. And I'm actually in the process of following his footsteps and trying to get into the Army myself.
Oh, nice. Good for you. Where are you in that process right now?
Well, I'm in the process of meeting with the recruiter. I'm waiting on a phone call to get meet with him today.
Well, good luck. Hope you get that meeting. And, man, appreciate your stepdad. And hopefully soon enough I'll be able to say the same to you, my friend.
Thank you, Bobby. Y'all have a good day.
See you, Chris.
Hey, buddy.
All right, Jennifer in Virginia is on the phone right now. Hey, Jennifer, what's going on?
Hey, I was just calling to follow up on that Tell Me Something Good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had my baby on the side of the road, and the EMTs definitely do take you to the hospital as soon as they can.
So, hold on. Let's start at the beginning of this. You had your baby on the side of the road. What happened there?
Well, I had, we were basically just driving, and suddenly there was a foot that came out.
Wait.
So he came out.
So upside down, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he came out footling breech. And apparently EMTs are trained to not let you deliver a baby on the side of the road. They try to give you some drug to keep you from having the baby. But in this instance, the baby was coming out. So, so they delivered the baby, and then they rushed me to the hospital and the baby, and they left my husband standing in the dirt on the side of the road. He didn't even know where we went. He didn't know which hospital we went
That's
to.
rough.
So he couldn't get in the ambulance?
No, I said I said away from my husband, and they slammed the door, and then it was an emergency, I guess. But
No, I get it. I mean, there's not
yeah,
one more
little
seat in there, though, for Pops.
I mean, he's the child's dad.
What the
right?
crap? He's just chilling on the side of the road. Everything end up okay?
yeah, he was born on Valentine's Day, and he's about to turn 4 this year coming up.
Does he love water slides? Because that would be a good indication early. He's going right down feet first. Does he still?
He's pretty much wide open 24/7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it
Well,
was a good indication.
We appreciate you sharing that story with us. But the question was,
Yeah, no problem.
do they rush you to the hospital when they have to? And they do, apparently.
Good.
Did you get the whole pew treatment?
Yeah, yeah, I
Nice.
did. And the really sweet thing actually was the EMT. So of course they rushed me and the baby to the, to the emergency room. But the EMTs, they kind of waited for my husband to get there, and then they all congratulated him when he got there, and were like, "Hey, congrats, Dad." I thought that was really nice.
Interesting impression.
Hey.
Hey.
Everybody's Fonzie at the hospital.
Yes.
All right. Hey, thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
So, I'm watching yesterday, and what is expected now, laid out timeline-wise, is that most folks should have access to the coronavirus vaccine by April of next year.
Yes.
If you want it, they say you should be able to get it by April or so. And the one they're talking about mostly is this Pfizer vaccine.
Mhm.
And here's the thing. Even if you're not a big believer in coronavirus, that's okay. I mean, it's not, but it is. Like, you feel how you want to feel. But the thing is, things aren't going to open back up until it exists. So even if you're like, this is stupid, you still have to live with the consequences of hospitals being full, maybe people with car wrecks not being able to get in. El Paso had to call in 3 morgue trucks yesterday. There's things happening that are outside coronavirus that coronavirus is affecting, right?
Yeah.
So even if you're like, people will live through it, Eddie lived through it, sure.
One of the lucky ones.
Well, no, most people live through it, Eddie.
Sure.
You're not one of the, okay,
I like to think-
dramatic.
I like to think that I am.
My point is it affects more than just people with coronavirus. And things aren't going to open up until people are able to have a vaccine and super fast testing. So now folks that are getting this Pfizer virus are saying, yeah, we got it in the trial.
Pfizer vaccine.
Pfizer, yeah, sorry. Oh, can you imagine?
Pfizer.
They
Now
mix
there's
it up.
2.
They're like, oh, crap. We meant to give everybody the vaccine, and we actually gave you the Pfizer virus. Thank you, Eddie. It felt like they had a severe hangover, it said, when they took the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
The more than 43,000 people in 6 countries who took part in Phase 3 were never told whether they were injected with the vaccine or the placebo. But some said they knew they had the drug because of headaches, fever, and muscle aches that they compared to getting a really hardcore flu shot or a really heavy night out. Now, I've never had a hangover before because I've never been drunk.
I would say that that's kind of what it felt like when I knew I had corona. When I woke up that morning, it felt like I had a crazy party night out, and I didn't, obviously. But so maybe that's kind of the way that vaccine works. It gives you kind of what your body's supposed to be immune to. Who knows? I don't know, but that's how I felt.
I would take a night of feeling like that to be able to go to concerts again.
For sure.
Like, hit me. Let's go.
People do that voluntarily all the time.
To get hangover? Yeah, but they always get that fun part before it, too.
That's true.
So I just saw that they've finally started talking about what it makes you feel like. It's 2 different shots, too.
Wow.
You go in, you get 1 shot, and then you think you wait maybe a week or so, and you go in and get the 2nd shot.
Now, do you think this is enough time for all the tests to process and see if everything's cool with this vaccine? Personally, your opinion.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Because what if, after 3 years, you grow 3 years or
Listen,
4
I'm
noses?
not convinced cell phones aren't going to have us all growing a tail out of our head.
Yeah.
Because they just haven't been around long enough to study it. All I know is that they're not going to let everything get back to normal until there is a vaccine.
Yeah.
And so I'm really rooting hard for one. Okay. That's the news. That's all I have. Thank you.
Bobby's Big
Story.
You guys can hit us up, 877-77-BOBBY. That's what's going on. This is Matt Stell, everywhere but on. Question, comment, 877-77-BOBBY. I'm on Instagram at Mr. Bobby Bones, Mr. Bobby Bones, if you want to click over and follow me real quick. Awards on ABC. I hope you check it out. 8/7 Central. In a second, people you wouldn't believe were once CMA Awards winners or nominees. One of them, Snoop Dogg.
No way. You serious?
Yeah. I'll tell you in a second. So we'll get into that. And also, I know you guys did the press run yesterday. A bunch of those artists were going by doing little press hits.
Yeah.
And I was just told that some of these questions are absolutely ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
because I wasn't here. Amy's not here.
Uh-huh.
So then it's Lunchbox and Morgan, and I was told that some of these, I'm going to hear these and either roll my eyes really hard or think they're fantastic.
I'm curious to see what you think.
Oh, you've heard them?
Oh, I was here.
Okay, we'll get to those coming up in a second. All right, about that happening next. Thank you. I hope you guys go back and check out the podcast for today's show. Craig Morgan was in. I think he ended up playing 5 or 6 songs, big hits, and you get to hear that on the podcast. So check it out. Search for it. Bobby Bones Show on demand whenever we're done here. Tonight, the CMA Awards. Here are people you wouldn't believe were once CMA Awards winners or nominees. Jason Alexander from Seinfeld.
Huh.
He won.
For what?
In 2007, he won because he directed Brad Paisley's video for Online. Olivia Newton-John.
Okay.
From Grease.
Sure.
She was a winner in 1974. She was nominated for 4, including Entertainer of the Year.
What?
She did win Female Vocalist. She won for Song of the Year. If You Love Me, Let Me Know. And here it is here. Snoop Dogg was a nominee in 2012.
Okay, for what?
He was nominated in Musical Event of the Year with Willie Nelson for Roll Me Up.
Smoke Me When I Die.
Yeah. Roll me up and smoke me when I die.
Roll me up and smoke me when I die. And if anyone don't like it,
Did you say they won?
No, they were nominated.
Oh.
They didn't win. Nelly in 2013.
Okay, for
over and over.
Cruise.
Cruise, there you go. And Al Green, 1994, for his album Rhythm, Country, and Blues. It included a song called Funny How Time Slips Away, written by Willie Nelson.
That's cool.
So I guess yesterday you guys were able to interview a bunch of folks walking through like a press line.
Yeah.
Is that right, Morgan? So are you just sitting at your computer when this is happening?
Yeah, they were all virtual, and they were from the CMA Awards remotes, and we were sitting here in the studio.
So all the artists are just going to different cameras and talking to you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to visualize this here. This is you talking with Carly Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
You ask her if they consider Luke Combs doing I Hope You're Happy Now with Carly at the CMAs because he wrote the song.
Yes.
Okay, here's that clip.
One of your co-writers on this song was Luke Combs. Did you guys even talk about the idea of Luke Combs doing the duet with you?
We did, and I think that just with his scheduling and with him already performing on the show, I think they were trying to do something a little different.
You know, good for her, too, for going, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Because she could have easily said, no, we just always felt it was Charles Kelly. But good for Carly for being honest about that. I think Charles Kelly's going to be fine and good. But, I mean, to have Luke Combs on that song, let's be honest.
It'd be pretty cool.
Morgan asked Maren Morris who's the most famous person's phone number she has in her phone.
I feel like I'm name dropping, but that's obviously
It's a question. There's no name dropping.
Yeah. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, okay.
She's been super, super sweet and supportive of me, and I'm just such a fan of what she does and her platform. So we text sometimes, and she's been so sweet about my son that was born a few months ago, and has just been such a sweet friend about me being a new mom.
Here's one more question with Morgan and Maren Morris, where she keeps all the awards in her house.
When my friend and late producer Busby passed away last year, they were clearing out his studio here in Nashville, and his wife Jess gave me his piano that we wrote 80s Mercedes on and Once, and a lot of my songs were on that piano with him. So that piano is my most prized possession, and it's sitting in my basement, and I have a photo of me and Buzz on top of it that my band framed for me, and I have my CMA Awards and Grammy on top of the piano. So it's kind of a Busby shrine, but it's a really special corner of my house.
If I can go back to Morgan while she's talking to Carly Pierce, Lunchbox jumps in the middle of the interview. And can you play a clip of Next Girl? This is Carly's song.
Knows how to make you think you're the best thing, but I know what happens next, girl.
So, it's about a dude who pretty much did her wrong, and she knows the story. So Lunchbox asks her, who's that about?
Okay,
Wait, hold on, Carly. This is Lunchbox. I'm going rogue here. Is that song you said you were like? Is it about anybody in particular? New girl.
Next
girl.
Girl. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely written about my life.
Okay, so we're just gonna keep it at that.
Yeah.
All right, I love it. It's a great song.
Lunchbox, you're bad.
I know.
I got one more question here.
Sorry. I felt it. Like, I felt his presence.
Honestly, I knew it was going to happen. I saw him I was like, here, somebody's going to do it. Ray, you in there?
No, Ray didn't want to do it. I figured I had to ask. I wanted to because we've had your back this whole time. So I wanted to, I wanted to come in
keep
there.
having my back. I see you.
I'm going to mess up your song title, and I'm going to ask you a question about it.
New girl.
So, this song you wrote called New Boy.
What on?
No, that's not it. Lunchbox was with Luke Combs for a second. You asked him about Crocgate.
Yeah, I want to know what happened with Crocgate.
But everybody's fighting over Luke Combs' Crocs here in the studio.
I'm absolutely aware. I've heard a lot of murmurs about Crocsgate.
Yeah, Crocsgate. Bobby gets a pair, Amy gets a pair, and the homeless cat in the back, Hillary, got a pair. And Lunchbox did not get a pair of Luke Combs Crocs. What's up with that, Luke?
I've heard that the problem has been reconciled. So before you ask, you may want to say who got a hold of Crocs and got you some pairs of those.
Oh, okay.
You may wonder.
I do wonder who got a hold of Crocs and got me a pair.
Who knows?
Oh.
You never know. I'm like country music Santa Claus, man. Okay? You'll never know.
Did you have them? Do you have them, Al?
Yeah, they came in the mail.
You have them?
I got them in my house.
Are you happy?
Do you wear them?
I got them last night, so I got to put them on today. First day, I'm going to put them on for the CMAs.
You going to wear them tonight?
Absolutely.
Stop calling Hillary a homeless cat, by the way. I think literally she does more work on the show than most people, like actual work. She's not a homeless cat. That's actually pretty rude to say. Apologize.
This doesn't apologize.
You call her a homeless cat.
It's a metaphor.
Why can't you just apologize?
What's a metaphor?
Something. It's a metaphor. Oh, it's like where something stands for something.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
so
right?
a simile is the same, but a metaphor is like or as. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Metaphor.
You won't apologize.
Yeah, you should apologize.
There's nothing to apologize for.
Okay.
Like it's a good metaphor.
A
simile.
homeless cat.
Yeah.
Okay. It is not a good metaphor. All right, let's play Nobody But You from Blake and Gwen. Call us if you want. 877-77-Bobby. Thank you. Music Row, we are the Bobby Bone Show.
That's right.
Today, November 11th, is Veterans Day, and wanted to acknowledge that. First of all, we've been talking about it all morning, but I hopped in and I'm hosting a new podcast called Vets You Should Know. It's a 4-part podcast. I talk with some remarkable vets and learn about their struggles and accomplishments while enlisted, their transition. Vets You Should Know. I hope you check it out. It was such an honor to talk to these 4 folks, and I think you'll like it. I think today's a good day to get started, too. Vets You Should Know. Next, a couple things. One, a very famous group band rumored to be breaking up because of political differences.
Oh, no.
Who do you think it is?
The Chicks.
I think they all feel the same.
I know. I don't know why they just... The first band that popped into my head.
Anybody else?
Aerosmith.
Country.
Oh, country band. Alabama. No?
All guesses?
Okay, I got one more.
Go ahead.
Zach Brown Band.
All guesses.
Okay.
I'm not even saying they're good guesses. They're just simply all guesses. So we'll get to that story coming up in a second, and I'll take some calls on this. Have you ever lost something really valuable, like, say, your wedding ring, but then you found it a day or 2 days or a month later? Like, there was an actual time where you thought, I'm never getting that back. It's something super valuable, and then you did stumble upon it. There's a little story here from inside the show that I want to share, and we'll talk about that. If you have one of those, call us, 877-77-BOBBY. Back in a second. Raymundo, you lost your wedding ring yesterday?
Yeah, for about an hour. And it's only been 2 weeks since the old wedding itself.
Here we go. That's a significant amount of time.
I know. Dude, I was real worried. Hit up Steve, told him to search the entire radio station. He went in the bathroom. I was looking at the condo, but then I eventually found it.
Where was it?
It was in the middle console on my vehicle. It's got a trap door. It's hidden, and I put it there monkeying around with it and completely forgot.
Did you tell Bay that you lost it? Or were you
she found out, I believe, because I think I showed her that I was going to talk about it on the show. So that's how she found out.
Had to hit her with that preemptive strike.
Yeah.
Like, this is coming. I often have to do that, too. Sometimes I go like, is it cool if I talk about this? But you got it. You're good.
Oh, good to go.
Why are you taking it off?
It's really uncomfortable. I hit it on a lot of things. I'm telling you, it's just really not with my style. I'm very handsy, and it doesn't work with me.
Not really the best thing to say.
Not really, but
I'm very handsy. But you picked this ring, and it's extremely extra, meaning it's covered in diamonds.
Maybe it's just the ring I wear out to dinner.
Your dinner ring.
No, that's your wedding ring, dude.
Yeah, your dinner ring.
I don't know.
Well, you have a different one for lunch. He's got every meal. He's got a different ring he puts on. So have you ever lost something valuable, like say your wedding ring? Because Scuba got that text from Ray going, "Hey, go check it out." Here is Charlie in Austin, Texas, who's called us. Hey, Charlie, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. What's happening with you? What do you want to say?
Well, two things. Lunchbox looks like a homeless person, so we'll call him homeless cat Lunchbox today.
For those that don't know what he's talking about, he called Hillary a homeless cat. Lunchbox did, and so now people are sticking up for Hillary. Okay, and
so I was 16 years old. I went running around with my buddies, and we jumped out of my car and went to go do our stuff. We all went separate ways. I go to my car. I can't get in my car. I don't have my key. I can't find my keys. I lost my keys, so I end up getting the car jimmied open by, the lock people, and I still can't find my keys. I get the car rekeyed by how my parents did. I was 16. I didn't know. I get the car back. I'm going through cleaning my car. I open up the ashtray in my car, and my keys are in there.
Oh, no. That stinks. Right in your ashtray? You didn't look in your ashtray?
Yeah.
And
I didn't smoke. I was a youngster. I didn't smoke. And it was me that my buddy stuck it in there.
I relate a little bit in the car thing where once I didn't lose anything, but my car was it was broken down. And it had pizza crap cars for most of my life. The dang thing would not start, and I'm sitting outside of a Burger King. It's about 1 a.m. It just won't start. So I call, and I'm like, hey, I called like whoever you call in the middle of the night.
AAA?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't even think I knew what that was at the time. So I call somebody like a mechanic, and it's going to cost a lot of money. And they're like, all right, we'll be right out. 3 hours later, they get there. And I just been sitting on the side of the road, like in the parking lot. And he goes and he gets in the car. And he's like, hey, did you spend much time in here looking around? I was like, why, what do you mean? He goes, well, you're in drive and the car is shut off.
What?
And that's why the car won't start because you didn't put it in park. And he goes, boom, puts it in park, starts it right up.
He's like, easy money.
I felt so dumb. So dumb. Thank you very much for that call. Let's see. Over to Leanne in Ohio. Leanne, you're on the show. What's going on?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Showtime.
My son was 8 years old and got the brand new PlayStation handheld game. He wanted to take it with him on an outing with his pap. I said, no, you'll lose it. He said, no, I won't. I promise I will not lose this. Every game with it, $500, $600 worth of stuff. He comes home 2 days later. He's like, where's my PlayStation? I said, I don't know. You had it with you. Lost it. Went up, looked in my dad's car, couldn't find it. My dad searched it. A year later, when my dad was trading the car in, the guys cleaning the car out called my dad and said, I found something you might want. It was my son's PlayStation.
So whose fault was that, though? Yeah, whose fault was that? Was it your son's or his dad? His dad's, yeah.
It was a fluke. It was kind of my dad's, I think, because he pushed everything underneath the seat. We grounded my son for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got to blame it on the
8
son.
years later.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 8 years later, he's still. Yeah, I'm the irresponsible one, huh?
You grounded him. He did nothing wrong.
Poor guy.
He served time for a crime he didn't commit. You hate to hear it. All right, thank you very much for the call. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, there you go. Let's see here. Winners in 2 categories have been announced on ABC's Good Morning America. Miranda Lambert won for Music Video of the Year for Bluebird. Carly Pierce did win Musical Event of the Year with Lee Brice. It stinks Jake didn't win. I thought Jake deserved to win that. That video had more time and effort into it than any other video. You feel like they didn't probably watch the videos. They just voted on
Flipped a
the
coin.
artist.
They rolled the dice.
Yeah, it stinks Jake didn't win that. I felt like he deserved to win that. Political differences. Are they the reason the Florida-Georgia line might break up?
Oh, okay. I didn't think about them.
Now, let me say, this is so rumor-filled,
Okay.
but there is some truth inside of it. I'm going to read you the story, then I'm going to give you my thoughts.
All right.
Okay, here we go. The story says, as Florida-Georgia line on the verge of breaking up, they already had a social media breakup. Tyler Hubbard and his wife Haley unfollowed Brian Kelly and Brittany on Instagram.
What?
Which, by the way, it may sound trivial, but that's significant to go and follow somebody.
Yeah.
That means you don't want to see their shiz anywhere.
Hey, you're mad at them.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Somebody picked up on that, and news spread like wildfire on the internet. It got back to Tyler, so he tried quietly, and he refollowed BK. But it seems like their political differences may have caused it. Again, this is just a story. This is not me talking.
Yes.
Tyler leans left, Brian does not. And Brittany, who is Brian Kelly's wife, BK, said, I never considered a difference of opinion in politics and religion and philosophy as a cause for withdrawing from a friend. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to tell you that they're not going to break up. It's funny because I think at times we should all unfollow situations that don't make us feel good. That doesn't mean we're not going to refollow and get back into it. If they disagree politically, great. They're human beings. They have every right to do that.
Sure.
And in a very political time when everybody's just spouting off crap they have no idea about, and you want to follow somebody? Great. Probably not the smartest because people would notice.
I can't believe people notice. That's crazy.
Maybe you mute them.
Yeah.
I have no problem. They're human beings in a relationship. They should fight sometimes, or that's not a healthy relationship. If you don't ever fight with your significant other, and they are significant others in Florida-Georgia line, then that's not even a real fulfilling relationship. You should have differences. And it's also okay, and this is where things start to annoy the crap out of me. It's also okay that people don't agree politically. And it's also okay to go, I don't agree with you so much right now, I can't take it right now, but we'll be friends again, but I'm going to step away for a second. So everybody needs to CTFO.
So the story's somewhat true as far as this is their beliefs and this is...
Yeah, great. And if they want to follow each other for a while, great.
There's that. But as far as them breaking up, that's just all rumor.
All rumor.
Okay.
It ain't happening. I don't know that's not happening, but I'm going to say it ain't happening. But Eddie, if you were in... I blocked Ray.
Well, I've blocked Ray now.
Right. Oh, nice.
He's still blocked.
So Ray is one of the closest folks to me. I blocked him. They couldn't take his crap anymore. But I love him. Everybody needs to chill out. That's funny, though.
That's really funny.
I would have just muted him. Or I would have just scrolled past him real quick.
And then maybe,
just for the drama.
Maybe it was just election time when they were just like, I don't want to see that stuff, so I'm going to block you temporarily. Now that it's over, I'll follow you again because we're still friends and I love you.
I eliminated people on Facebook on both sides that wouldn't shut up.
Exactly.
You don't know what you're talking about. Although I'm going to make a prediction here. I do think we're going to look, what is today? November 11th, 2020. I think if we look back at November 11th, 2022, it will be less divisive. I do feel like
why is that?
Leadership creates environments. And I think that we will have a less, we'll soon be bored by our president, which is a great way to begin.
Yeah, that is good.
Remember the old days when you just like, oh, the president's on the news.
You have to think twice, like, who's our president? Okay, got it. Yeah.
I do think there will be less divisive. No, I never had to think who was the president.
Just joking.
Never.
I'm just joking. Who is it, Ron?
I am predicting a less divisive time 2 years from now.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
And any movement in that direction is good.
Yeah.
But Florida-Georgia line, I'm predicting they're not breaking up, too.
I'm going to go ahead and take the opposite. I'll take the not favorite.
And it's okay that they fight. Great.
Sure, everyone fights.
Maybe we'll get a Speaker Box Love Below, which is what Outkast did. They did 2 records in one. Oh, nice. Where Big Boy did a whole album. Andre 3000 did a whole album, and they put together as Outkast. Maybe we'll get a BK album and a Tyler Hubbard album.
Okay, I like that.
But which one's Florida and which one's Georgia?
Florida is BK. Tyler is Georgia.
Okay.
I believe.
I got to know what state my alliance is.
Yeah, pick wisely, my friend.
All right, that's it. We've talked about enough dumb things today. Call us if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. I'm on Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones. Thank you very much.